All right, Cass, day 8 or 7.
7.
7. I get all excited. What's in day 7?
Oh, it's some deer looking at the mail.
Oh, is Santa in that picture? No?
No, he's not.
They're just enjoying the winter scene. Okay.
Yeah. I want to. Oh, there we go. Rip it open. We got Pluto.
Oh, so who do we have so far?
So we have Chip and Dale.
And what was the other one? Didn't you open one on?
I did. It was Daisy Duck. I can't figure out where she went.
Daisy. Oh, we gotta find her. Add to your collection. Very cool. All right, we'll see you on day 8.
Yep.
That's the first day of our cruise.
Yes.
Hey, where are you?
I'm at Victoria and Albert's.
And how is it so far?
Finally, and it's already, I'm already impressed. This is already amazing. So, yeah.
What do you think of it?
Tastes almost like apple. It's so sweet.
What's it called?
A pear blossom.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's sake and some kind of pear juice. It's a lime foam. And this is an edible ginger
Leaf.
something. It looks like a leaf, but he said it was a something, and I can't remember what it was.
And so what are these, Ben?
Those are our personally printed menus.
Got our names on the
These
envelope.
envelopes feel like silk. The paper feels like silk.
Okay.
I didn't know you could make paper from silk, but apparently you can, and they have it.
What did you just eat?
I'm going to check the thing. Oh my god, that was good.
It was all good. We have pictures, so we'll put them in right here.
Oh my god, those 2 bites. Okay, the thing on the rock was a New Zealand Langoustine Tom Kai Ga Shiso. That was ridiculously good. This one was parsnip cremu pepper sable. Or no, this is the Japanese Wagyu capers and Calabrian chili. Oh my god. And it had parsley foam on top.
You already got the cookie?
And a little cookie thing was parsnip cremu, pepper sable, and cassis.
Wow. Cassis?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't say it, but I ate it.
Describe it. It's just like a burst of flavors and peppery.
These two especially. Like that was like a chicken cookie.
Yeah.
And that was interesting and fun. These two were like gentle caresses of food god on your cheeks. So nice.
And what are you eating now? Take a bite. Tell me what it is.
I can't take another bite. If I take another bite, I'm gonna have to like sit and console myself. This is beluga caviar on a corn what? Corn and cauliflower? I'm tasting corn. But it's like a pudding or a paste. And it's just heavenly. There was also this little crispy thing that was, I think he said tapioca, that was like spicy and interesting. That's really good too. This is so, oh my gosh, this is so good. It's so good. So good. So good.
All right, we'll let you finish it. What are you eating?
Bread and butter. It's so good.
Describe it.
The bread has just this like nice warmth. The outside is crunchy, but not too crunchy. It doesn't flake. It's not making a mess everywhere. The butter is very similar to my Amish butter at home, but a little bit lighter, a little bit neater. Not as heavy on the salt, not as heavy on the cream, but still a very nice, real raw flavor. And this crab leg smells amazing. I'm a kid at Christmas. This is so great.
Can I see you try it?
The crab leg?
Are you cursing? Are you crying? I can't tell. What does it taste like?
Good. It's so good. Oh my god. It's so good.
Best king crab you've ever had.
There's a buttery flavor, but also an aroma that just like overwhelms your whole senses as it gets close to your face, and then when it goes in your mouth, it's just.
Oh my god, that is so good.
It's so good. It's so good.
I just had a bite and it was amazing.
Yeah.
It tastes that wood flavor, smoky flavor. I'm about to try the cold portion of the king crab and the root vegetable and the hollandaise sauce. No, this is hollandaise sauce. This is.
The holiday sauce was in that. This is
I've already forgot what he said.
the root vegetable, some more crab, and a sauce.
It's amazing as well.
It's not spicy horseradish. There's a little horseradish in this.
Okay.
Not too much though. You should be okay. This is really good. This is also really, really good. It's not that.
Yeah.
This is warm love. This is a warm, loving hug. This is really nice conversation with good friends.
There you go.
It's really nice. It's really good. It doesn't overwhelm you, but it's really good.
And I had to use the restroom, and I put my napkin down.
So you put your napkin down like a little crumbed ball on the table, as one does, and you went to the bathroom. And not a moment later, a waiter came over and took the napkin away. And I thought, oh, he doesn't understand. She thinks she's left for the night. I'm like, no, she's in the bathroom. And he goes, and he just kind of like gave me this like, shh, and then put down a nicely folded new napkin on your side of the table, like to wait for you to come back.
And then when I got back,
And when you got back, he immediately walked right over to the table, unfolded the napkin, and laid it on your lap.
how amazing is that? We've just been brought our course, our
This is our
extended
next
menu.
course, and
Extended menu. This is on the
this
special
is the
menu.
extended menu. This was the special because we got the chef's. This is the chef's table menu that we got here in the dining room. This is a prawn or shrimp that was flown here from Spain this morning.
Wow, hello, little prawn. Thank you for
This morning. This morning. And it's got this like Caribbean plantain and tomatillos that taste like pineapples, and then there's this spicy saffron sauce on top of it. And instead of salt, the chef chose to just use caviar.
Wait, those little black things are
Those little
caviar?
black things are caviar. You know, instead of salt, as you do.
I love the plate that they presented it on.
Yes. This is the one we were joking about earlier. It looked like a hemorrhoid donut.
Alright, I'll try it out.
All right. Yeah. Gosh. I'm just going to use a knife on a single shrimp.
So you can enjoy multiple bites. Because it's a small serving.
It's more complicated than the other bites. It's not as just easy and overwhelming. It's more interesting. There's more stuff going on.
Yeah. A little sweet, little spicy. Can you taste the plantains?
A little spicy, a little sweet. The plantains are very sweet. Yeah. It's really good.
Alright, Ben's going for it. Just bursts of truffle and parmesan.
Very nutty.
Chestnut. Those are the chestnut flavors.
Chestnut, the cheese is nutty.
House-made pasta. House-made pasta.
House-made pasta. It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's not my favorite of the courses, but it's really good.
Alright, let's dig in. So are we having pork belly?
This is pork belly with some beets. It's in a beet reduction. I don't like beets, but we'll see. I'm still really hopeful for this.
Yeah. Lots
There
of
was
cinnamon and clove flavors.
Yeah, he said allspice, cinnamon, and cloves.
It's a Snow White
This is a
beet.
Snow White beet, and
By itself, not great.
not especially no.
Alright, take a bite.
All right.
Let's see how this goes. Does it melt in your mouth good? And the pork is from Quebec, or outside of Quebec, Canada. And it's something with a duck confit.
We roast it for 10 hours with duck confit.
It's
Oh
amazing.
my gosh, it's so good.
Alright,
It's so good.
let's try it.
Wow.
You're trying this lamb dish. What do you think?
So tender, so good. The marsala sauce is amazing. I tried some of the green stuff. I couldn't really taste it.
Pistachio olive or something?
That's not doing a whole lot. That marsala sauce that he poured on right before we bit into it, that's amazing.
This is the leek.
And then the leek, the charred leek with some kind of lamb bacon on it, he said. I might need the kniff.
Why didn't you just pop the whole thing in?
Like a barbarian.
What are these, animals? Yeah?
Like a really good salad.
Wow. Alright, I'll let you enjoy.
Pairs it really well with the lamb.
Alright, Ben, what are we eating here?
This is A5 Japanese Wagyu beef, cooked medium rare, and I've been waiting for this for many, many years. And here we go. It just came right apart.
It's otherworldly.
It's so tender.
Better than the lamb.
It's
You love
so
lamb.
flavorful. It's like, this is gonna sound bad. When you go to White Castle
That is bad.
and you get the cheese and the onions and the beef, and it just tastes amazing. This is the purest and best, most wonderful form of that. Where you have the onion and the beef, and somehow I'm tasting cheese and there is no cheese. It's just, it's amazing.
Do you mind trying this rice dish?
With the garlic butter at the bottom of it? Yes, I will.
And the chanterelle mushroom?
Mushrooms, yeah. My mouth is watering.
This is the start of the show. This
That's
beef,
the start
well,
of
the Wagyu beef anyway.
That's what we go to.
So definitely take your time eating that. This is
I shall.
pricey and delicious and wonderful. All right, we'll see you at the next one.
heat very quickly. After enough heat is escaped from that top chamber, it'll have nowhere else to go but kind of drop back down to the bottom, and we'll have fresh coffee service for you.
Wow.
Fascinating.
That's cool.
Get some sugar in here for you, sir.
So what is the coffee doing? It's steaming up,
I don't know. It's apparently it's steaming up and
and
then
then it falls down into here.
it does it.
Yeah.
Is that what's happening?
So the water is flown up, and it comes back down, and becomes
I
coffee.
don't think it comes back down.
Yes, it does. Look at the coffee on the other people's table.
Pretty quickly.
Look at that.
And that's Ben's coffee. What do you think of your 55 layers of that tiniest Miss
This is so good. I love apple desserts, apple caramel, one of my favorite flavors, and this is really, really good.
Yeah. I don't think you're gonna be able to do it. It's too hot. Is it just coffee?
It's just coffee.
Okay. It's a very cool presentation. Alright, so we are back from Victoria and Albert's. We thought we'd do a post-mortem just because the video kind of cut off and we didn't really get to review all of it and let it all settle and think about it afterwards.
Like a couple days later, do you still love it?
Yeah.
You know,
So we'll talk
couple
about
days later.
the valet. We didn't mention it in the video. So
No, we didn't.
we drive up to Victoria and Albert's. They say you can use the valet. It'll be part of the service. So we drive up. I was driving, and they said, "Oh, what's your name?" We gave them our name. He says, "Okay, we'll just take your ticket upstairs, and you can come get it validated later." And then what happened?
Then they called ahead to the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know they were going to do that. They just did this.
Yes.
So that when we got to the restaurant, instead of walking up and opening the door to the restaurant, someone from Victoria and Albert's comes right out as we walk up.
Yeah.
And goes, "Mr. and Mrs. Waddell?" And we're like,
Yeah.
"Yes." She's like, "Come right this way. We've been expecting you."
Mm-hmm.
We were 20 minutes early.
We were. Yeah, we weren't even.
We were early, and they.
And
Yeah.
then Maynard said, "We have your table ready," and took us right to our table.
Such a simple move.
Yeah.
But so awesome.
It was really cool.
And then we go past her, and there's the maitre d', yeah, and he's like, "Your table's ready just this way," and I'm like, as if they've been like eagerly anticipating our arrival.
Right.
It's just another way to make you feel even more special,
Exactly.
and it's.
And we mentioned in the video when I went to the bathroom when they replaced the
Yes.
napkin, it was just kind of that service that was just amazing. Waldorf Astoria was similar, not quite as this
No.
level, but it was, they cut your
was
food at
good.
the table. I mean, it was really cool.
There's a couple restaurants we've been to where you get the 2-person wait staff.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'm going to be taking care of you with blah blah blah. He's my underwaiter, and there's like a team of them, and they're all helping out and taking care of you. Bull and the Bear, they help cut up the steak and the dessert, and so that it was edible in just the way that the chef intended.
Right.
That was really good. This one actually they didn't do that, but
Well,
because the portions were so small.
But we had like what you saw in the video, like 10 portions of different meals, and they're just really small.
10 small little portions.
Yeah.
But you were full.
I couldn't finish it. I had to take my dessert home because it was just too much. But and then at the end,
I powered through.
You did. At the end of the night, it was really cool because they had the car. They said, "Oh, you're all done." And by the time we walked down the stairs, I went to the bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
Our car was ready for us.
Our car, not just ready, it was parked as you exit the building.
Yeah.
Our car is parked
Like front center.
showroom level.
Yeah.
Like even angled to like leave and go, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Oh my gosh."
But it was cool.
And it was the only car.
Yeah.
It's
And
just
of course,
our car.
they opened the door for us. It was really sweet. And then, it was really good. So overall, the meal, though, is it a 10 out of 10. Would do it again if we could afford it. We can't afford that. Oh my gosh, not even every year. It was just, it's way too expensive.
This is like, so it's not just your wedding anniversary, your 20th, your special, which is, by the way, coming up next year, and we're thinking about it.
Yeah.
But this would be for the 5th year, the 10th year.
The milestone anniversaries.
Those big milestone anniversaries. Your 11th, skip it. Go somewhere nice.
Yeah.
You know, Bull and Bear, Shula's, any of these places. It'll run you a couple $100, but this is next level.
This is, I don't even know if we'll do it for a 20. It's just, it
I
was
don't know.
just
It was a lot.
It's going to take a few paychecks to pay that off.
Yes.
So, but absolutely.
So great, though.
And then you kept bragging about the envelope and the envelope.
Yes. So the envelope, the menu comes in an envelope. It's addressed to us. It's got our
It's
names
silk
on it.
in the video. It was really funny.
And it's like silky and smooth.
that.
What were the other dishes that you mentioned that I didn't talk about?
No, you talked about dessert. Oh, we didn't really talk about the dessert in the video.
Right, the dessert. There was 3 desserts. There was a pre-dessert. I love this, by the way. This
The
language.
mascarpone chocolate passion
Pre-dessert, which the mascarpone chocolate passion fruit, and it's all just in a dish, and it all mixes together.
Yeah. Well,
and
there's a video of it.
Yeah, it's
well,
great.
there's a picture of it anyway, not the
Yeah.
video. But then you talked about the apple in the video, so you got that.
Yep, that
And
was
then
really,
the
really good.
raspberry bakewell sounded good.
And then 4 little bites at the end.
Yeah. So the raspberry bakewell
Sounds
sounded
the best.
good, and it wasn't
No.
great. It was kind of dry or something, I remember. And then the pomegranate pâté de fruit, which was a jelly thing, that jelly roll.
Yes.
Not a fan of those. But
No.
it wasn't terrible. It was just not our kind of dessert. And then the balsamic fig ganache, I really liked it. It was that little chocolate rectangular thing.
Yeah.
That was really delicious. And Ben really liked the
My favorite, and I'm as surprised as anybody because
Yeah.
I'm not a big marshmallow guy.
spiced carrot.
Spiced carrot marshmallow.
Yeah.
Who'd
And
have
then-
thunk it? But it was so
And you were
good.
also looking forward to the Indonesia organic fair trade coffee.
I was looking forward to the coffee.
But it-
The coffee was just okay. It wasn't like knock you out of your seat great.
Yeah.
The biggest thing with the coffee though was how they make it.
Mm-hmm.
It's this amazing contraption that like the water steams from
It's in the
below.
video.
Oh, it's in the video. Great,
Yeah.
you saw it. Yeah.
You saw.
Oh my gosh, that was cool.
It was a cool presentation. But yeah, then we mentioned the video that we did the chef's what's it called? The chef's menu.
Chef's menu, yeah.
We opted for that option so we could try the extra 2 dishes, which I believe was really good. Honestly, I don't know if I could pay that much for that meal again. Just, I mean, like you said, it's a milestone thing. It was so good, but I feel like I've had really good meals and paid a quarter of the price.
I mean, to be fair, so if we hadn't done the chef's menu,
It would have been $150 less.
$200 less. Because remember, for both of us.
No, it's $75 more.
Yeah,
Well,
but
$70
for
more.
both of us.
Yeah,
It's per person. So
Yeah.
so I'm saying off the total bill.
$150.
Yeah,
Well,
I thought $160, but yeah.
70. Yeah,
Yeah. So
it was a lot.
It would have been less. It's a lot either way. It's a lot no matter how you slice it.
But it was definitely a bucket list item.
Yes.
Very glad we did it. Don't
Yes.
regret it at all. But oh my gosh, I think we can get really good meals at a fraction of the price.
And we've gotten really good meals before, but
Yeah.
that's the best meal I've ever had.
So, right?
That was it. That was the one. That's the best.
And the Wagyu beef. You've never had a chance to try that.
I've never had a chance.
You've had chances.
I've
You
had
just haven't-
versions of that.
Yeah.
Not like this though.
Not that one.
I've had lesser cuts of the steak. I've had smaller portions.
Mm-hmm.
I've had lower rated, versions of Wagyu.
Mm-hmm.
I've had American versus Japanese Wagyu. This was when they talk about Wagyu and how special it is, this is what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Filet, cut just right, cooked just right, prepared just right. And I will stand behind the craziness that I mentioned. So it does not taste like
it doesn't
White
taste
Castle.
like White Castle. I can't believe
But
you even compare that.
There's a combination of flavors there. It was the beef, the onions, and there was almost a cheesiness to it, which I think comes from the marbling. Look it up.
Alright.
Wagyu is famous because it has better marbling, which is the veins and ribbons of fat that run through the meat. They are smaller, but there's more of them, and so it gives it a very buttery texture.
Yep. Well, that is that.
Yes.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.